Hi, welcome to WTN TV's Channel 10. Today we're reporting live from the government building. Today we have a huge celebration. The St. Martin Tallahassee Foundation is celebrating their 12th anniversary between the sister partnership of St. Martin and the capital city Tallahassee of Florida. Stay tuned. We're going to be honoring Theo Heiliger, Don Hughes, Major Brown. So stay tuned and we'll keep you posted. Hi, welcome back to WTN TV's Channel 10. I'm sitting here with the Executive Director, Mr. Arthur Louis. And tell us, we've been hearing a lot about the Tallahassee St. Martin Foundation. Tell us what exactly it's about.
You sure you really want me to tell you all?
Yes.
Well, basically, we started a foundation in 1994 called SMPC, St. Martin Promotional Committee. Then we went to Chicago, to Detroit, with about 125 persons from St. Martin. Since then, we went to Tallahassee in 1999. And in Tallahassee, everything changed. Everything went for the best. We were able to forge a partnership with Tallahassee's government, where we have a sister city relationship. And the foundation that spearheads that is Tallahassee St. Martin Foundation. We have been trying to do many things in the past. As you're aware, the education piece was very positive in the amount of students we had in Tallahassee, or we have been having in Tallahassee. And so many of them have graduated and come back home to work in St. Martin. But presently, I'm here and I've taken on a new role in the sense of being an affiliated partner with WTN. And one of Alvin Obesi, who is the owner, his indication is let us start to recognize our heroes in St. Martin. So that's one of the reasons why we are doing what we are doing today, because we think like any other country in the world that does homage to their own people because they are doing good, St. Martin can do the same. So from now on, we'll be going through the whole sports, education, entertainment, clubs, and identify the people that have been contributing to St. Martin, because it's not always for self. Many people give a lot of contribution to country, but nobody recognizes them until they have died and passed on. And we are trying to make a difference by doing that from now on. So basically, Tallahassee St. Martin Foundation is going to be very involved locally.
Okay, and what myself and the viewers would like to know, how did you come up with the idea to have a sister partnership between St. Martin and Tallahassee?
Well, many years ago, they were talking about the tourism, how it fell in St. Martin. And I think there are many ways to skin a cat. So I took the initiative and decided to try and find what's one of the best ways to promote the country. And that was through entertainment and culture. And Carnival was the main thing to utilize to do such a thing. So we ended up getting involved in that, and we realized the amount of participation we had both with public and private sectors, and realized that we had people coming to St. Martin after our first event in Chicago. Now, when I look at the foundation, there are so many opportunities for us now, since we have an office in Tallahassee now. I'm trying to even go beyond just St. Martin. CTO just had a meeting here, and what they were talking about is how do we complement the tourism product, not just for destination promotion to one country or island, but to the Caribbean. And I think that's one of the things we're going to champion also, to be able to complement that, because having an office in Tallahassee gives us the opportunity to be able to network and promote not only St. Martin but the Caribbean.
Okay, and obviously the partnership between the two, between the island and Tallahassee is deemed successful so far, because you're celebrating your 12th anniversary today. Is that correct?
Well, definitely. I think it's so successful that I'm trying to look beyond that. I'm in a better position now to do much more where the partnership is concerned, and I'm trying to make sure that St. Martin gets very much involved in what's going to be happening. And as you're aware, Theo Heiliger is the one that signed the agreement with me in 1999 in Tallahassee. At the time, he was Commissioner of Tourism. Now he is a Vice Prime Minister. And I think based on the opportunity we have with an organization called FAVACA in the United States, we can bring a lot of expertise to St. Martin, complementing what we want to do. And at the end of the day, what's going to happen is it won't cost us anything. All we need to do is host whoever we bring down to do whatever we need done here from the United States, and we will be able to justify that the foundation is really contributing to the socio-economic development of St. Martin.
Okay, and part of the celebration today, you're going to be honoring quite a few of the local, quite a few of our local politicians and radio personalities. Tell us the names of these people and why you're going to be honoring them.
Well, basically, let's go to Vice Prime Minister Theo. It's befitting that we categorize him as one of the people that definitely did what was necessary, where we presently have students in Tallahassee based on the partnership that he signed then. We realize that, Theo, it's time that we more or less let the public know that he is the one that really came forward, went with us to Tallahassee and did that initially. And we look at Don Hughes, who for the past years have been one of the guys, local guys here that you have to say is amazing. Yes. The amount of involvement he has in the community. It's not only the radio station, it's not only sports, it's also business, and he's also a politician. So I figure if we could identify someone like him, and the students and the kids of St. Martin can see he being recognized, it would motivate them to do similar like him, to be recognized in the future. Then I look at Major Brown, who we call the second father to many kids because of his involvement in sports. Major Brown used to be the president of my volleyball team, IM Boys and Girls, and he have been involved in all sports in St. Martin. And I think his contribution personally in his days, I mean, there's no one like Major Brown right now on the island for someone who have really contributed to the upliftment of sports in St. Martin. So we figure, again, there are so many people we're going to recognize in sports that we should start with the grandfather of sports first and then trickle down. And Don, if I may go back to Don is considered now as the godfather of radio, because most of the radio personalities, most of the people that own radio stations, they went through Don's stations first. So it's like the academy of radio to most people. And if you look at Don, he's not an old guy when you look at the things he have done. And it's a pity that Vance James, who was his partner, is not here with us now, but I'm sure he must be smiling down at us saying, go Don, go for it.
Job well done.
Yes. Then we have one or two organizations we are looking to recognize. We have the Carnival Committee. We went to Chicago the first time based on Carnival. That was what we went to do, to participate in a Carnival manifestation. So we want to recognize them. We have the Chamber of Commerce that we also want to recognize, because at the time when I got involved with doing this, who really stepped up to the plate was Charlie Myers, who was the president at the time, and Oswald Francis, who was the executive director at the time. And they supported everything tremendously, and we were arm of the Chamber of Commerce. So we have to give homage to them for giving us that start and moving in the right direction. Then I have to look at Diane Fleming. Diane Fleming at the time was the head of the Economic Development Department. And I can say, if it wasn't for her, maybe I might have not reached where I am today. She's the one who took everything by the helm and said, look, let's make this work. Because many years before, every time I have people coming from the States, is a different government that's in. But the economy department was very stable. Okay. So I decided to partner with her to be able to do that. And up to today, she's still here with us. We are honored. But the thing is, she's in station today, so she won't be able to be present with us.
Okay, so tell us a little bit, give us a little insight of Tallahassee. Tell us a little bit of the history of Tallahassee and, you know, what the partnership really means between the two.
Well, Tallahassee is considered to be one of the best locations in America to raise a family. It is also considered one of the best areas to send your kids to school because it's safe. They have won many awards. They have won awards for environment, for the botanical structure they have with their parks and recs. They just won another award as the best city in America to live. And I think as the capital of Florida, where all legislations is being held, where people come to negotiate on all deals, I think it's a strategic city for us to really work with, because at the end of the day, St. Martin has not started to benefit from what Tallahassee can offer. I think what we are doing here today might be a stepping stone to motivate people to understand that Tallahassee is not there because of education. We were able to set up a strategic plan with FAVACA, who came down and did one for us. And it talked about infrastructure, socioeconomic development, IT, the whole 9 yards, environment, the renewable energy profile that the world is looking at now, financial opportunities. So I think when we look at Tallahassee, it's up to public and private sector to identify that Tallahassee is another resort for us to be able to tap into the resources there to make a difference for St. Martin.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Arturo. I don't want to keep you any longer. I'm sure we have a packed program today. So please stay tuned. Once again, this is Mr. Arturo, the Executive Director of the Tallahassee St. Martin Foundation. Nice talking to you. And please stay tuned. We will keep you posted on what's to come up.
12th anniversary, September 23rd, 2011. To celebrate the Tallahassee St. Martin Foundation, I think it gives me great honor and pleasure to represent the foundation, those that are in Tallahassee and those that are here in St. Martin, and which gives me the opportunity to do the recognition that I think is so well deserving, due to the fact that after 12 years, you know where you was, and presently you know where you are going. And that is one of the reasons why I will call up to the podium the commissioner that signed the agreement.
Good afternoon to one and all. It was a great pleasure 12 years ago. I believe my hair was not as gray as it is today, and the kind of responsibilities are not as great as they were today. And we had the opportunity to meet with also then very young Scott Maddox. As a matter of fact, I think he was one of the youngest mayors at that time. And a very enthusiastic council over there as well, and we were able to sign the first ever Sister City Agreement, which has done, I think, very good things for St. Martin, especially in the position of education, where since then we have been able to send between 40 and 50 students nearly every year to our sister city of Tallahassee, where the educational system is a very good one. Some of the best universities in the United States of America are actually situated in Tallahassee. And seeing the importance of where the region is as well, and also the proximity to St. Martin, of course, I think it made a great position for us. One of the founding members is Arturo, and also Diane Fleming, and a few others, Bernard Hunter, yes, can never forget him. And also what we were able to do, or what the foundation was able to do, was get the same in-state tuition as those that are in Florida. And that, of course, saved the government a tremendous amount of money, and also gave our students the opportunity to further their education. So for that, also I want to thank you, Arturo.
No. Look at the hair. The hair is there. Look at the hair. The hair is back. As much as we have the head of parliament, I would like you to come forward while the presentation is done. I would like you to come forward to Restita Arundel. She's going to do the presentation on behalf of the foundation.